I always say at the end of my videos that this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube, right? Episode as in the Aku anime. Now, when I upload videos to Spotify, I do this because obviously I barely edit my videos, as you guys have seen. I'm sure you only here to listen rather than watch. The problem with uploading on Spotify for me is that when you guys leave comments on stuff, which are counted like as podcast episodes, I can't reply or heart comments. Well, I can't, but I don't because it will make me reply with my personal Spotify account, not my Aku account. If I have a burner account for private matters, it's meant to be that way, right? So I'm sharing all of this because it will expose your personal account stuff to me too. I saw a comment a few weeks ago, and you can see I censored this guy's name, right? I'm showing on the screen right now, but it shows his full email address. Like, it says, anyone want to talk or be friends or besties or boyfriend or girlfriend? I'm kinda a cross-dresser. Email me, please, please, please. I'm lonely and sad and I want someone to talk to every day and all night. Please, anyone. I need people to email me. I'm constantly being ghosted by people. I need real friends and someone to talk to at night. To anyone, I can't see text messages, so message me on email only. I feel like my heart is constantly being hurt and being ghosted. I hate it. I need friends, please, any. Guy left this comment on my video. And look, this doesn't surprise me because I know some of you guys may be laughing at this. I don't find it funny, because I've seen this too many times. Like, I'm just so desensitized to it that this has been a thing on my Discord. And I've seen YouTube comments like this, even on videos completely irrelevant to anything related to cross-dressing, femboys, whatever. People be essentially femboy hunting. In regard to this guy, you see it said to email him only, which, like I said, this guy's full email address is shown as his username. It's really sad that someone is being this vulnerable for something like this. This is why it's not funny to me. Look, I'm going to be honest with this guy and many people who also femboy hunt on Discord or on social media platforms. Most, not all, but if I were to make an estimation, maybe 8 out of 10 femboys are just lust driven and struggle to truly be romantic and remain monogamous in any sort of situation unless they are unreasonably garnering attention from one specific person. But most people have jobs, have to go to school, have other responsibilities. So it's never meant to be for these people. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 points left where I said 8 out of 10. First, the other 1 out of 10 femboys who are not like this and not like this as being attention seekers and strictly emotionally engaged with anyone or on any romantic level because this person in the moment is giving them the most attention. It's just your turn, bro. But anyway, the 1 out of 10 who are not like that, they just have severe attachment issues and the lowest self-esteem like ever, to the point where they will be loyal, emotionally available, and so forth, and they need constant nurturing and tending. People have very deep attachment issues, and they'll use being a femboy, or I've seen this too. They'll be someone of lustful character or lewd character to market themselves, because otherwise people would not be interested in communicating with them or even interacting with them. And I said this, I've seen this with a lot of other things. Let's put femboy to the side. I'm sure you've seen this too, like Twitter accounts, for example, or like whoever, Reddit users, whatever. I've seen like accounts that their whole personality is lustful or lewd. And for anyone who has ever truly interacted or been a friend to somebody like this, tell me if I'm lying. Beyond the lustfulness or lewd behavior they have that consumes their whole personality, their real personality behind that layer is either very dry or it's unhinged to the point where it's not nice to be around. Like, I would never talk to you. Like, you're annoying. The way I just don't enjoy being around you. You know what I'm saying? And going back, I've seen this with femboys too, not just with the lewd attention seeking ones, but with a good demographic where they have no personality. They just have attachment issues, play video games, and everything is surface level in discussion unless you talk about video game lore. Man, look, there are femboys who got balance though, which is the final 1 out of 10, right? But over the many years of the Aku anime, making jokes about femboys in videos, seeing them on Discord, having friends who were femboys, bruh, I've been through the trenches with this. It's always the same archetypes. It's the attention seeker, attachment issues, and finally the balanced femboy archetype. And the balanced femboy archetype is usually a normie. Don't get it twisted. Nothing wrong with what you're like, what you like, or what you want to do during your private time. If you are genuinely attracted to this stuff, or you're the one who be doing this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's your private time. All right, do whatever you want. But this goes all the way back to the comment though. So don't miss the point here. You know why people femboy hunt? You know why people leave comments like the one I showed on Spotify? Tell me if I'm lying, by the way. It's because they know, maybe even subconsciously, they may not even be like conscious of this. It's just pure subconscious that this goes both ways. Some people feel so heartbroken, needy, and romantically desirous that they just want to give attention to someone who is attention seeking, or they want to be with someone or talk to someone with severe attachment issues because they also have attachment issues. Of course, if they start talking to a femboy who is an attention seeker, who I mentioned is like that 8 out of 10, they will feel validation of not being lonely, even if the relationship is parasocial. And if you think that's cap or I'm wrong about that, you should see how people act with streamers, how people act with YouTubers. People act like they best friends with this person. This person has never truly interacted with you. They just, you're just giving someone attention, and you just grow some sort of relationship with them that isn't even like genuine. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Same with the attachment issues archetype. Like, since they're vulnerable, the attachment issues archetype of femboy, since they're the most vulnerable type of people, these people who hunt them, the femboy hunters, they know it's easier to be around someone who is vulnerable in the same way they are. But is that truly a good idea? Two people dating with severe attachment issues. Remember the video I uploaded the other day about people who talk 24/7, that they're not in love? Like, it's the same thing. And for the femboys watching, or those who hang around a lot on Discord and see the femboy hunting going on, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't tell a lie here. People feel like femboys are the easiest to hunt online due to them craving the most amount of attention and having attachment issues. And the normie femboys, that 1 out of 10, they're the only ones, it feels like, who are weirded out by this. Like, they'll see people who are hunting and they'll be like, they'll actually know how to set boundaries with this. I gotta be for real. If you're doing this femboy hunting, consider what the reason for this really is. I don't want to, people can make this argument, but I personally don't want to call it preying on people. But listen, if you say it is preying on people, I won't say I disagree completely. It's some will argue it. But people don't want to be called like a predator. You know what I'm saying? Because that word is attached to many other negative connotations. But if you're preying on people because you know that they're vulnerable, I mean, you kind of, you know what I'm saying? And listen, out of the many communities on the internet, for people who are serial internet users who hang out on Discord and a lot of these online spaces, right? Am I lying when I say, that femboys seem to be the most fragile and vulnerable to aggressive, weird, and exploitative individuals? Am I lying? They're definitely on the top 3 list of the most vulnerable. It's sad to see. And I feel a lot of them struggle with boundaries in general. Anyway, I hope this comes as a reminder that you need to be careful online with this. And if you're a hunter watching this video, perhaps reassess your true intentions. Remember I said earlier, like, are you genuinely into this? Like, are you really into this because, you like this, or because you're lonely and you know they're the easiest to be vulnerable with because how little boundaries they set? Like, some people, and I don't think, be for real, and if that offends you, or you feel your ego is too big for you to account for the behavior, then you're kind of adding to the exact problem here. Sorry, I have to lecture about internet safety, but like, bruh, it's sad. I probably, I don't know. Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. I'm out.